Next stop, the land of Lincoln. I'm Joe Downs for the Aces Insider. Mount Carmel was the next destination for the Coach's Caravan, featuring new men's basketball coach Walter McCarty. And just like this area's team, the Golden Aces, we brought the Purple Aces to the fans, and they were more than receptive as the Aces look to expand their footprint into Illinois. Here in Mount Carmel tonight, Illinois area. Obviously, you guys are trying to expand the footprint of ACES.
Yeah, and really reinvigorate the footprint, because if you think of some of the best players we've ever had came from Illinois. Obviously, Jerry Sloan, Scott Hafner transferred from Illinois, although he's from Noblesville, Indiana. Jeremy Stanton. There's a lot of great, lineage from Illinois. But for me personally, I just loved coming to Mount Carmel in the high school football days, because this place is sports crazy, and they're the Golden Aces. We're the Purple Aces, so Aces for Aces. It makes sense. I knew we would have a great crowd today. The symmetry couldn't be better to kind of try to tie in Southern Illinois with the Purple Aces.
The question and answer part of tonight's show had its typical high points. However, one that really stood out was the talk about the return of former Purple Ace and Mount Carmel native Craig Snow, now the head coach of New Mexico Highlands. Coach McCarty's first opponent as head coach of UE.
He'll probably have little butterflies, and he'll have some butterflies coming back to his alma mater, but it really sets up perfect for the first ever game.
I think it's great. Anytime former players can come back and play or coach in front of their alma mater, I think it's a great thing, and for people to see what he's doing, see how well he's doing. So we're excited to have him come back, and I told his mother just to call him and tell him to take it easy on us. So we're looking forward to it. We're excited for him, and just for him to have the chance to come back and be in front of his fans and family and be close to home is a tremendous thing.
You've got a tie-in with the Aces, but you also have a huge tie here. You're practically the unofficial mayor of Mount Carmel. Aces trying to expand their footprint a little bit here. What do you think of that kind of enterprise?
Well, it's a natural connection, right? Because Mount Carmel is home of the Aces. We have Golden Aces in high school, but also Purple Aces fans, and a lot of tradition there. Former Mount Carmel great Craig Snow played at University of Evansville, and nice to see Craig's team coming over for an exhibition game with the University of Evansville this fall, and it's just an exciting time to be part of the growing Purple Aces nation, and certainly Mount Carmel is a perfect connecting point to this side of the river.
It's a town that has really kind of surrounded itself with good athletic programs, and with the addition of the Ford Center, as beautiful as that place is, and kind of the excitement Coach McCarty's bringing to the Aces, I think it's definitely 45-minute trip down the road. I think it's definitely something that this town can get behind.
Another great part of this is that Illinois is actually part of the Aces radio network now.
Right, yeah, it's one of the 5 radio stations. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to a fan that was really excited about that, because they couldn't hear our games nearly as well. So I was explaining that they're very excited. Our footprint's going to be so much bigger with the Old National Bank radio network through all that. So that's very exciting as well. So we penetrate Illinois and up to Jasper and Owensboro, Henderson, bring everybody together. And obviously Coach McCarty's putting together an unbelievable product on the floor. My biggest issue is just looking at my watch all the time and trying to count down the days. I'm just ready. I'm really ready for the basketball season to start.
I didn't know that yet, but that's very exciting. I know I'll listen. Being a basketball coach, I don't make it to as many Aces games as I would like to, but the fact that you can go home from practice and on your way home listen to the game, I think that's a great addition. I know Kyle Peach from Mount Carmel has been a big part of some of the broadcasting things, and so that's exciting for the Mount Carmel people as well.
Walter McCarty coming in, that's got to grab your attention right away.
How many attention-getting headlines has Walter McCarty generated since being named the head coach? I mean, we're getting recruits to the level we haven't seen in a long time. It is going to be an exciting time for Purple Aces basketball. I'm excited to be on the call for the games I get to do. It's a thrill, and I'm sure it will be even more so now with Walter and what he's been able to do in the early stages already of the program. Sky's the limit, really, for this program at this point, I think.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, just the name itself. I mean, going back to where he's been, and some of the things he's done in the NBA and then even UK. I mean, just the name itself just brings a lot of excitement. Something that I know brings out gets the attention of a lot of people.
This is sort of like a basketball missionary kind of thing, where we're spreading the word out.
It says we're going through one town at a time, and that's what you have to do, right? I mean, we were always averaging 10,000 fans when I was a kid. We know all that, but to get to that point, you kind of got to do the grassroots, right? You got got to introduce Coach McCarty to people, especially when our players come back to campus and fans get to know our student athletes. I think that really helps too, because we have some amazing kids, both the former players and the new players that are coming in, and everybody has that tie. Everybody will pick their favorite player, and being involved in the community like that, I think is huge, and it'll benefit everybody.
So while the Coach's Caravan has ended here in the land of Lincoln, don't forget that Coach McCarty and the Aces will be back here for the regular season opener in Champaign as they take on the Illini. As for the Coach's Caravan, Thursday, August 30th will be the next stop. That'll be down in Owensboro, Kentucky. For the Aces Insider, I'm Joe Downs. And remember, you can keep up with all things Evansville athletics on GoPurpleAces.com, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and our YouTube channel.